Looking back from when I was 8, I couldn't remember once not living without Amy next door. She and I were always friends, except for a few disagreements here and there, which we ironed out between ourselves. And the bond that linked Amy and me also linked our parents, because my mother and Amy's were good friends. Or so I thought. During the vacation, Amy and I played together. Sometimes she came over to our yard, and other times I went over by her. Amy had a ball, and we usually played bat and ball in the yard. Amy could bat well, and sometimes she struck the ball way over the fence, and I would have to look for it. Not much to say for two 8-year-old girls, does it? But we loved bat and ball, and very seldom we reluctantly changed it for something else, like skip or hopscotch. Once during the vacation, when our mothers were at work, Amy and I were playing in the yard. Amy was batting. I tossed the ball up to Amy, hoping she would strike it up into the air and I might catch it. But Amy did otherwise and flung the bat around. And before I got my eyes on the ball again, bits of glass were scattered about the ground. Amy had broken one of the panes out of the kitchen louver window. Amy dropped the bat and came down to me. "See what you do now?" she stated with wide eyes. "I do nothing," I retorted. "You's the one with the ball. You's who ball it. If you didn't ball it that way, I wouldn't have hit it so." "You lie," I shouted. Amy held down her head, and I sensed that she wanted to cry. "Jen, you go and tell upon me." "No," I said. We never betrayed each other in a case like this. "Come, Amy, let's clean it up and then decide what to do." I went to get the broom from the corner of the yard. Amy followed. "You go and tell?" she asked again. "No," I assured. "Come, let's clean it up quick." After we had gathered up the bits of glass in a paper bag, Amy threw it over the canes behind the fence. "What are we going to do with that now?" I asked her, pointing across to the louver window, beginning to feel the tension rise within me. Amy was crying. A long stream of tears ran down the sides of her contorted face. Feebly, she dropped down on the cemented floor of the yard and sat there crying, wiping her eyes lightly with her fingers. "I ain't gonna tell," I said again gently, sitting down beside her. She rested her head upon my chest, and abruptly she stopped sobbing, and we got her from the ground. "Now, you keep quiet about it, and I will keep quiet about it too. See?" I said. Amy nodded in agreement with me. All the fun was gone, and it was odd thinking how a few minutes before bat and ball was so much fun till all that happened. Amy and I walked across the yard to the kitchen door, and when we got there, I wiped her eyes with the hem of my dress. "You sure you ain't going to tell upon me? 'Cause I will get licks." I nodded. "I go in it, 'cause I ain't feeling so good," Amy said, and slowly she went through the kitchen door and closed it behind her. When our parents came home, everything seemed to be going fine until late in the evening when Amy's mother came knocking on our door. I had lain in bed the whole afternoon waiting desperately for forthcoming events. When Mummy heard Amy's mother knocking, she went and opened the door. I bounded out of bed and with a racing heart went into the dining room where they were. "Jen tell you that they break one of my louvers today?" Amy's mother asked my mother. "No," my mother replied, and she turned to me. "Jen, you all break one of Maggie's windows today?" I shook my head, concealed fear mounting within. I ain't went out there for the whole day. I was in bed reading," I lied. "And look, Amy say that you went out there?" Amy's mother said, trying to trap me. "Yeah, I went out there, but we only play a game of cards, that's all." "You sure?" Mummy said. "Yes, please," I replied. "Amy said that she went to sleep and when she wake up, she find the window break up," Amy's mother said. I feel that Amy know who the person is, but she trying to protect them. 'Cause I know that if Amy did do it, she would have confessed. "You trying to say Jen do it and Amy trying to protect she?" My mother said, beginning to get hot. "All I saying is, Jen say that she ain't do it and she ain't do it. Whatever Jen say, I believe. My mother cut in firmly. What if Amy said that she didn't do it and I believe she too? Amy's mother retorted. What foolishness you coming in here talking? My mother went on. Jenny, break your window. And so the quarrel went on. They went outside into the road and most of the people from the neighborhood gathered and formed a ring around them. There wasn't any bodily contact. They clapped their hands and pranced around each other like excited turkeys, each swearing that her child hadn't broken the window. Grown-ups are so stupid. I was peeping at them through the window, and when my mother came in, she took down the strap, and in a frenzy of anger, she gave me the flogging of my life. From next door, I heard Amy screaming, and I knew that it was the same on Amy's side too. The next day, our parents went to work. I stayed inside, but I listened for Amy to call all the same. After a while, Amy came and called. Jen! Jen! She was at the back door. I went and opened the door. Come, let's play skip, she said, taking my hand. Let's play outside. And when she saw that I moved with naive reluctance, she went on, Mommy won't know. I smiled at ease. Yes, let's play skip.